We're now going to talk about structure. Now, if you structure whatever it is you're going to say, whether it's a 60-second elevator pitch or a 20-minute speech, it will make your life a lot easier because you can break it down into parts. Now, like everything, you need a beginning, you need a middle, and you need an end. So, the beginning is where you lay out what you are going to tell people. It's where I would say this video series is going to show you some of the tricks that you can use to become a confident speaker. That would be your opening. For some of you, that opening may be a bit longer. It may be a bit more technical or legal, but the opening tells people what you're going to tell them. And the reason this works so well is because it sets people up for it. We humans are quite lazy souls, and our brains go, oh, she's going to talk about that. Okay, and I'm ready to receive. So good, clear beginnings really help your audience and get them ready for what's coming next. Then we have the middle. Now, the middle is the content of your speech or presentation. This is where you tell them exactly what it is you want them to know. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of just hurling every bit of information into that content bit. I've watched presentation and speeches done by local government officers where they throw everything at it, and it's so and there I go, getting my words tongue-tied, and that happens. That's where I say be prepared. It happens. So yes, the content can be a bit garbled. It could be full of jargon. It can be full of technical terms your audience don't understand. So make sure your content is appropriate to the message you are trying to give. Every speech, every presentation is trying to give a message to your audience or ask them to do something. So get your content very, very clear. And don't go off at a tangent. If you've done an opening and you've told people that they're now going to talk about how to build the fourth bridge or how to appeal some application that was turned down, don't then go off in your content and talk about something completely different, because your audience will be really confused. So your opening explains what you're going to talk about. It tells people what this presentational speech is about, and then you have the content that relates to your opening. And then we have the ending. And the ending really is about summarising everything you've talked about, making sure that the call to action is very clear. Whatever the message was, whether you want people to do something or feel something or pay something, that's where your call to action comes. And it ties everything together so that the audience know they knew what they were going to hear, they heard what they thought they were going to hear, and you've rounded it off and they've got it very clear in their heads. Beginning, middle and end. Now, for some people, your content may have lots of little bits in it. And I would say pull each bit down into 3 parts. You need to make it as relatively simple as possible. It depends on the audience you have, but humans are humans and there is only so much information anyone can take at any one time. So make sure your content is appropriate, clear, and it fits your message. So if you can structure that, once you know what you're saying at the beginning and you know exactly what you're going to say at the end, all you've got to do is fill in the middle bits. And that's about the work you do in your business. So that bit, you know inside out. And often once you've started, the nerves go. And when you're coming to the end, you're just rounding off everything. And if there is something you've forgotten, you can just slip it in there. So, second big tip for anyone who wants to be a confident speaker is structure what you're doing. Okay, Look forward to talking again.